My name is Nick Parada, and I'm the co-writer, producer, and director of Beau. Beau started out as a story I wrote originally about 10, 11 years ago about a kid who got caught up in the gang lifestyle, who was kind of an innocent kid, came from a good home, and just wanted to fit in, just wanted to be cool, just wanted to get the girls, you know, and so gets interested in this other lifestyle where he thinks he's going to get everything he's always wanted, but it kind of doesn't really play out the way he thinks it is.
Alright.
What the fuck were you doing, dude? You know that chick?
No, she's some bitch, man.
You're kidding, right, dude? You deal?
Yeah, why? What's it to you? Here, man.
Early on when we started working on the project, I wanted to tie it into a lifestyle that we hadn't really seen before in film. Especially being my first feature, I wanted to kind of do something that'll kind of step me apart a little bit. But I had another project I was working on that involved gang lifestyle. So I just said, what's something out there that's new, that hasn't been seen, that's not mainstream?
There have been other motocross-themed films in the past, but I don't think they really touched on a lot of issues or were grounded in any kind of reality. And that's one of the things I do like about this film is there's something very gritty and real about it.
Here, collect for Hector.
Just step away from the house, man. You fucking punk. Step away from the fucking house.
What can we do to kind of open the doors for me and to kind of set myself up as a director, because I had never directed a feature-length film before. I always, like everybody, they always dream of making movies one day, so here I am doing video production for years and years and years, and I'm looking at, you know, other people, you know, posting pics with their movies at Blockbuster or whatever on Facebook or whatever, and I'm saying, you know, how come this has never happened to me? I want to make a movie one day, like how do I get it? And I realized the hardest part of it was finding the money. But originally, you know, this project, I think started out, we were planning on doing something like a 1 or 2 location movie for like $10,000. That's how this project really started. And then it just evolved, you know, it just started evolving in ways that sometimes it's just hard to describe because things happen, sometimes you don't even understand it. It's a snowball effect.
We were so fortunate because we had a number of key people that saw what we were trying to do, realized what we were trying to accomplish, namely Brian Deegan, Leah Steiger, so many countless other people that came to our aid. And because of their support and their love, I think, for motocross, and then also the fact that this is a redemption story, we got enough support that we were able to do it.
The timing and the fate of it, I think every project has its own kind of fate. My experience was really good on this. I liked everybody that I worked with. Everybody was really cool. I pretty much had full creative control from A to Z. You know, Shoki was fully supportive of 99% of everything I did. My brother Robert, who produced it, also. I mean, yeah, it was pretty much my show from start to finish. I mean, I never went to like a real film school. You know, my film school was community college. You know, I just took some film classes and took some video classes. A lot of times during the shoot and this whole process, I just sit back and say, they never even mention this shit. There's just so many things that you can't learn. You have to learn it by really doing it. And that happened every day. I mean, every day I was like just learning, continuously learning. You really have to be quick at what you want and what you're expecting, because anything can happen.
Well, I think the biggest challenge was our shooting schedule. I mean, we did it in under 20 days, which is very, very hectic. The number of setups that had to be done per day for the amount of things we were trying to cover, it's grueling. You have to make very critical decisions about what you're going to spend the most time on out of your setups. That's not easy.
Ever since you started hanging out with Jesse, it's like you're pretending to be someone that you're not.
No, that's not even true.
Dude, I know what happens when he goes out. I'm not stupid.
You know, we rehearsed, you know, before the movie, we rehearsed about 2 weeks. Most of the actors I rehearsed with for the 2 weeks, you know, ranging from a day or two to more than 6-7 days. And, you know, I would talk to them a lot about the story that I wanted to do and the way I wanted it to come off. But, you know, it was challenging at times because, you know, everybody has their, you know, again, like their strengths and weaknesses.
My name's Beau Manley. I played Jesse Myers. And, yeah.
Beau Manley is a very interesting guy. You know, these guys have actually lived this lifestyle, you know, because they're professional athletes.
The Jesse Myers character was the perfect one for me because I'm not saying it's like based on me or anything, but I could identify with the character enough to slide in there and make it, you know, seem somewhat realistic and natural.
What I have to do to prepare for this role was absolutely nothing. Especially when they said, dude, you have to be this crazy, partied out dirt bike rider. I'm like, well, this is perfect. I don't got to act or do nothing, you know? I just went to my connections house and showed up on the film day and it was all good. I don't know if we can put that, but anyways, what's the question again?
Maybe if we were playing medieval knights and had to have British accents, you know, it would have been a lot tougher, but it was something that we were somewhat familiar with, you know? We could identify with the characters, the lifestyle, the whole deal.
My favorite scene to film was the scene where Jesse is in the bedroom and he's had a crazy night and I walk in on him.
Somebody's having a party.
This deep experience where he's kind of realizing all the demons that are going on in his life. It just turned into this kind of beautiful, easy day where there was a soft light coming through the window that we didn't really do anything, and Beau was just tapping into something that was pretty amazing.
Nick was fantastic to allow us to explore, and to me it was one of the pivotal moments of the film.
Kids would line this fucking street and give you anything for half of what you got. But good comes easy for you, and you and I both know you can be great. And that's the difference between the rider who wins and the rider who looks good in practice but can't perform when it comes time to deliver.
Once we were done with the movie, we didn't really know what to do. I mean, I didn't really know what to do. We just said, hey, we know about 10 people. We know about 10 people that might get us into distribution. And we sent it out, and they had reviewed it. Some were interested, some had passed, but really we weren't seeing a good deal for us. It really didn't benefit us. And at the time, I had a good friend that I had met, Phil Parman, who's a DP, and he just said, look, you guys need to hire somebody that's going to help you sell this. You guys need a producer's rep. And I said, again, one of those things, how come they never told me this in, you know, my film classes or anything I read, or maybe I forgot, but for us, hiring a producer's rep was the best step that we could ever have done.
Making a feature film is no easy task, and it is an incredible amount of work. And I'm just thankful that I had people around me, you know, everyone from Nick to Robert Parada to our wonderful director of photography, to our editor. All these people came together and stuck with it for the long haul, and that's the key thing. And so I hope we can continue to build on those relationships and to make more films in the future.
I got involved obviously by my good looks, you know. I was walking down, they who's not gonna hire this, you know? All I got to do was I was in a spa with a bunch of hot chicks and I got to snort coke off them, and then after I got in a fight. It was really rock and roll, and I thought that was really cool, you know, the whole experience. I probably wouldn't show up so high on marijuana. I just, you know, the chicks, the partying, dirt bikes, getting in trouble, going to jail. Well, during my part of the movie, you know, girls are gonna get wet. They're gonna get like crazy when I pop up on the screen. I'm already writing my speech for the Grammys and stuff, so I think it's gonna be cool. But I think, what's the question again?
How do you think people are
Let's just go, that's a funny one. Let's go real. Let's get real right now.